Hello and welcome to Perspective. My name is Judy Njogu and
My name is Kate Candy.
we thank you very much for being here. So we have decided that we will be starting with reading some of your comments. First of all, I thank you so much for engaging in these beautiful conversations that we have, me and Kate, and listening to our opinions. And the ones who are judging, we thank you for being there. At least you're watching. And the ones who support us, please continue supporting us. So we'll start by reading some of the comments. And this comment is like from the very first video from Lucy Irungo. She is asking, Judy, how do you handle the pressures of being a firstborn and expectations of taking care of everyone while no one reciprocates the same? This we did in the very second video. So if you've not watched, kindly go to the second video so that we don't waste so much time on this. And then the other one is being friends with your mom. And the boundary set, that is for Kate.
Being friends with my mom.
Yes, and the boundary set.
I think being friends, right now, of course, at this age, we are friends. I don't think any of us have crossed each other's boundaries, but it's important to put boundaries because being friends with your parents, at the end of the day, they are still going to be like a power struggle in a way. You know, your parent always has power over you. So I don't know if you want to be a friend with somebody who has already power over you. You want to be friends with somebody who you're on the same level in a way. So setting the boundaries will make it easier so that you don't feel like weird about it.
But I think for us, we've not set boundaries, but they're there and unspoken.
Yeah.
There are things we do not speak about with Kate, and there are comments we do not go there. Like, we already know the boundaries without really setting them, because I think this came from a very early stage in our mom-daughter relationship.
Yeah.
Not very, but it just happened. Yeah. The second one is how to deal with toxic and narcissistic parents and child.
I can't relate, unfortunately. So I don't know how you'd probably deal with that. But I think we all know what we want. We all know when somebody is narcissistic. It's either you set boundaries or you stay away from them. That is the only thing I can say. What do you think, Mom?
That's what I think, actually.
Stay away.
Yeah.
And set boundaries.
Yeah, just set boundaries and stay away. It's hard, and especially with us being Africans, like for us Kikuyus, we always have that. We always instilled that fear that your parents, if they say something, it's gonna happen. If they curse you, it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter what you did. But I keep telling people, there's a Kikuyu saying that goes. I'll be doing a lot of this, by the way. There's a Kikuyu saying that kirumi yo turika, like it won't happen. What happens? It's like a curse, because our parents can curse us. In our African tradition, your parent can actually curse you out, and you end up
leading a bad life.
Exactly. But then there is now another one that counters that and says kirumi yo turika, which means curse out of childishness, or just saying just for the fun. Like, you've not hurt your parent, but since you've refused to do something that you think is not right, they just go ahead and curse you. Like, it won't stick if it is from a bad place. If it's there's such a saying. So,
Mom, you've said you answered number one, but I feel like you didn't fully answer it. You just told
the
us.
very first one.
Yeah, you told us you struggled with it, but how do you deal with it?
How do you handle the pressures of being the firstborn? Being the firstborn, I'm not really the firstborn, first of all. I had a brother who passed on when I was pregnant with Kate, but he was hardly present in the home. And even after he passed on, like, everyone assumed I was the firstborn. So for me, it's assuming I'm actually a secondborn. But you know, that one taking that role of the firstborn.
Yeah.
And then for me, I was not given that chance to show, like, firstborns show authority. I was not given a chance because my mom would always look not down on me. I don't know, she would put it in a way like, yeah, you could be the older one, but it doesn't hold any waters of this. Like, there's no responsibility on my side. So I think I'm happy with that. So it only annoys me or vexes me when it comes later, when things don't work out and I'm put into the conversation and there's why do you do this and that? And I'm thinking,
Well, I'm a firstborn, and I don't think my mom has put that type of pressure of, oh, you're a firstborn, you need to do this and this. Of course, I know I do have I do have responsibilities of, helping out with my brother, who I love so much, by the way. But I think as any individual in life, you should remember, there is something I read somewhere about a tree that kept giving so much of itself. It became like what is it called? A stump. It can't grow anymore because of how much. Yeah, it was giving. You can't keep giving and giving. How are you going to grow? You're not going to grow. It's like pouring. You keep pouring from your cup and then you find you're empty. So just always think about that. In any situation that you're in, friendship, being with your parents, you can't keep giving yourself all the time. You'll have nothing at the end of it all. Completely. You'll have nothing.
I think for me, how I would take that is, yes, you can give. Like for me, I'm very giving. I think you know that. Like I will go extra. I will give. But I've also learned to fill my cup first.
Yeah.
Because you can't pour from an empty cup, yeah? So I've been taking times to just be, to love myself, to take care of myself, to do things for myself. Like lately, I've become such a strong individual. I'll sit in a restaurant by myself and eat. I could never do that.
I can't do that even now.
I will do that and I'll feel nothing and I do not want somebody to talk to me at that moment. I will take myself to a movie. The only thing now I'm waiting to do is now starting those staycations by myself. And I want to do that because I want to feel that, not to feel that, I want to remind myself that I'm okay by myself. You have to find ways to love yourself, to appreciate yourself, and to put yourself first. Yeah. This sounds very, very selfish, but it is what it is. It's put yourself first. Like any decision you're making, whether it's about, it goes deeper, like even if it's about your children, you have to think, how does this impact me? Is it, yes, you'll think of the others, but first, what about you? You have to. You have to.
Yeah. So you don't become a stump or have an empty glass. Yeah.
Sometimes you'll be like, this one I can take for the kids and this one I can do that. You'll be like, doesn't matter so much. But many times you end up doing things that don't work out for you and even those people don't appreciate. Or they don't see it. So just mind yourself. It's important.
Yeah. Okay, well, that were all the questions. So far, there are so many more. You can leave your comments through our Instagram or through our YouTube channel. We do respond to all the comments and we have really been utilizing our Instagram page. So last week, we were having a conversation that, of course, I got the prompt from TikTok. And this is what the TikTok was saying.
There was a place that Kenyan women could drop off their kids because they regretted motherhood. That place would be full in 1 hour.
So that is a TikTok from the Childree Africa, and that's her page. We always put everything that we use as references on all our platforms. So if you really want to go check out her page, make sure you do. The link is in all the descriptions. So, ma'am, what do you think of that statement that she has said?
That's a very controversial thing. First of all, her page says it's child-free African. And so clearly, I think she's a Chelsea handler of Africa, if you know Chelsea handler. The last video I saw of her was like, she wakes up and she's packing her things and she's like, guess what, guys? I've woken up today and I've decided to go to Hawaii. And I've decided to do what? It's because I do not have responsibility. I decided not to have children. And then she says, say no to having children. Those little things. And I'm thinking, wow, I respect people's opinions. I have people who have, I wish I could, one day I hope we will bring her to the channel because she's a very good friend of mine. And she's like, I'm not interested in having children because one, I cannot take care of myself. As a person, even taking care of myself is a problem. And then you want me to bring a child whose life between a certain age to a certain age is fully my responsibility. I do not feel I have the capacity. I do not feel I have the need to be able to be someone's like main.
They're everything.
Like,
you don't even know main. They're everything. Yeah.
I cannot, like, she's married and she's like, sometimes I'm with my husband and I'm like, I don't want to see you for a week. I don't want to hear you talking. I don't know, you want this. it's about me. This is someone who is all about them. Then everything else comes second, third, or whatever. And children, getting a child, especially consciously, it's crazy. Because I don't think many people think about it when they are thinking of having children. It's a big responsibility. And that is why you find parents who do not care about their children. They're like your own being. My job was just giving birth to you. So I don't know.
So it's not triggered you, that statement?
Well, it has, because I think what bothers me about this is when you make a decision to have a child, please stick to that and go all the way, because it's the decision you've made. Make it very informed. If you already have children, there is no way you can start saying that you want to take your child somewhere and for other people to take care of them. Okay, we do that actually, because bodying and all that. But the way this one has come out, it's like we can just dump them and someone else take care of them. We don't care about it.
But for me, when I first heard that statement, and I actually came across that TikTok from somebody teaching it, responding to it, and the responses that were literally under her comments is what triggered me the most.
Mm-hmm. What are they?
Number one, somebody was like, most mothers were there defending themselves.
Of course.
Because most of them felt triggered. So I think it's the way she phrased it. Because she literally says, if there was a place that Kenyan women could drop off their kids because they regretted motherhood, that place would be full in an hour. So, of course, that statement, you can take it in so many ways. But I know she responded and said also, this was targeted at the mothers who regret motherhood. She's not talking about
any other
all
parent.
Mothers. So it was so weird seeing women, mostly mothers, just defending themselves there. And then number two, the insults. Hey? Most people are telling her, you're a tassa. That means you're barren, or you're ugly. If not having a child, you don't have a child and you look like this. That is not making me not want to have a child. So people are really going for her looks and the fact that and actually she's not even like, okay, now she is barren because she tied her tubes. But that was a decision that she made. Like, she did it intentionally.
But it can be reversed. So like she's not barren. So
she did it intentionally. I remember there's even a TikTok she posted where she's like, for barren women who feel some type of way, just know there are other women who want to be like you as well. So it's not, because it's so weird in our society, we are still making barren women feel some type of way about it. It's not their decision to be like that. It's not. And then number three, what triggered me the most is actually the lady who responded to her. And she was saying, guys, actually, this woman has probably been paid. There's a campaign for depopulation. There's a campaign of, trying to make sure that, we don't have as many children. What do you think of those responses?
But first of all, having many children in this economy of ours is just crazy to me.
Exactly. In this economy, in Ruto's economy. Crazy.
I see someone who has 2 or 3 kids and still want to have a child, and I'm thinking, is it that necessary, especially if you already have kids? But where we are, just live and let be. If someone doesn't want to have children, please let them not have it.
Yeah, I'm just like, how is it affecting you? And I remember I posted this as a story, and we had conversations about it. And if you want to see what other people had to say, there's actually a highlight under Perspective MDC on Instagram that has everyone's responses and what we thought about it. But people have very varying, what are they called, responses, because it's like you're telling them this thing that they were told they must do. Now you're telling them that they can't do it. It's shocking to them. I was even wondering whether when they introduced, like, what is it called? Birth control and contraceptives. Is this how it was received? Like, it's such a bad thing. Like, they're trying to push this idea on women for the wrong reasons. Because I think she's actually very misunderstood. I don't think she's telling women do not have children. She's just trying to make it known that there's an option not to have children and the consequences of having children when you're not ready. It's not only consequences on you, it's consequences on the child as well. So I was, the things that people have been saying on TikTok, I'm just like, seriously, guys, really? Even our population is not that small.
Huge either.
Yeah, like actually our population is huge, but at the rate at which we are not giving birth, of course, it has declined, but it has declined everywhere.
Also, people forget that there are men who do not want children. There are so many men who do not want children, by the way. So it's not just women. So it should not be like it's just women who don't want to have children. Even men, because they know it comes with that, especially those very responsible ones, they know it comes with that responsibility and they're not able to offer that responsibility. They're not able to reach that end of the bargain, and they're like, it's nice to have children and all that, but
it's actually so funny. I think I've gone through her page so much. She was like, men are not pro-abortion when it's not theirs, but when it's theirs, that's when they'd be like, abort it
very fast.
Just remove it. But
They
if it's somebody else, if it's somebody, no, keep that child, but when it's them,
you're like, no,
they don't want the child. They don't. Anyway, as I was saying, we have been doing some research, and there's this article that was titled Survey Fertility Rate of Kenyan Women on Decline, that was done on Monday, July 3rd, 2023 by Mercy Chelangat. So this is an article from Nation. And it said the total fertility rate of Kenyan women has been declining steadily across all age cohorts since 2008. This is according to 22 Kenya Demographic Health Survey. The survey has also revealed that Mandera County has the highest fertility rate at 7.7%, followed by West Pokot at 6.9%. Wajir comes third, 6.8%, followed by Marsabit. As in the 2014 survey, Nairobi continues to have the lowest fertility rate, currently at 2.6%, down from 2.7% in 2014. The decline was attributed to increases in educational attainment, wealth, place of residence, and educational attainment. The survey released on Monday showed that many women are now choosing to have about 3 children, down by half since 1989, when women were having between 6 and 7 children. I was about to say something funny, but then I realized, Mom, we did the video about Maito, and Maito had 13 children.
One woman, one man.
13. So, of course, the rates of giving birth are not going to be the same. Most places in the world are having issues, especially because of economy. And now women are more educated. You see the way they are putting high birth rates with not being educated.
True. But it's true.
It is, right?
It is true.
Now women have more options. Now women are choosing to be career women.
They're more enlightened.
They know they can choose themselves and put themselves first. Yeah. So I don't think it's not really an issue of this woman is pushing for depopulation, or all these women talking about being child free. It's a thing about depopulation. It's just showing that this is the option. And because now they're more educated, they know what options they have. It's no longer, you must be married and have a child. So many women are also choosing not to be married. So I'm thinking people are just triggered because it's like these women now have a voice. Child-free women, of course, they've been there for a long time, but we've never had people opening up and speaking up about it. Yeah. But of course, having a great population is in the best interest of any country. So I don't know when a person is saying that we are being paid to, or rather the woman is being paid to spread the population. Every government wants a big population. No. Because tax inatoka happy.
Mm-hmm. Na vote.
Where is tax gonna come from? Where the votes, gonna come from?
And on that note, Kate, are you having a baby?
No
way.
My
Kate,
throat.
Kate. It's very important that we bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 46. And I think at 46, my mom was a shosho by many years. We made her a shosho a long time ago, by the way. Shosho. So even those things are changing, because even women are opting, even if they want children, they want to have children later on in life when they're able to take care of these children. The way I'm looking at it is this way. Women are choosing to have, educated women mostly, are choosing to have children when they know they can take care of them with support from a partner or not. Like, this is my full responsibility. So, like the way I decided for Ryan, I want to have this child. and I talked to this person and he said it's fine, but I was at the back of my head, I'm like, if it doesn't work out, which it didn't, I'm able to take care of it. I really still want this child, and I want this child, and I want to take care of this child, and I'll be able to take care of this child. So I think people need to look at it also that way. As you're saying, more educated women, more enlightened women are making decisions, and mostly it's because they want to be able to take care of this child, because we've seen neglected children who are just having children for the fun of having children. I can have a child, and then you're not able to take care of them.
Yeah, and I think we've been saying this so many times. Most women decide to have children with the wrong expectations,
or to hold on to a man, which is stupid.
Yeah, so you have a child because you're married, and you're like, oh, lazima nipate mtoto.
If I don't get, he'll run.
He'll run. Or you're trying to save your marriage. Or you see he's looking outside, and you're like, if I have a child, maybe he'll stay home. He's not gonna stay home. Actually, now you'll give him more reason to run, babes. So, or you want a mini you, like I said. If you want a mini you expect your child to act exactly like you,
and
they won't. Or you see cute babies on Instagram and TikTok, and you're like, you know what? I should have a child. Your child comes out, they don't look the way you thought they'd look like. Or they have a disability. So what do? You let go of them. Kwanza, there's somebody who said that most women are here defending themselves about being good mothers, yet they take their children to Shago for so many years, or leave the responsibility to their grandparents for so many years. And then you wonder why your child doesn't want to talk to you. You wonder why your child also does not want a child. It's because of the childhood. You don't want your child to come and experience what you've experienced as well. Like there's so many. The reason why I also think most, other than being educated, is the experiences that people have had with their parents as well.
Yeah.
You are traumatized, you are scared you're going to be exactly like how your parent was.
Or you'll be treated the same way your parent.
Yeah. But I think also the people who are defending, the most mothers who are defending themselves there, of course, you love your child. There's some mothers who actually genuinely love their child, they're taking care of their child. But I also think most people have the thought that you just take your child to school and give them all the basic needs and think they'll be okay, without giving them love, showing them kindness, being around them, treating them like life, giving them life values, There's more to being a parent other than
kuzaa
tu na kumpeleka shule na kumprovidea food. Maybe you are rude to them, you beat them, you speak to them like they're trash, and what do you expect from them in the future?
So have you answered my question?
So for me, giving birth, first of all, it's scary. It looks like the scariest thing I've ever seen. Especially now, since we always say, Mom, the way we have all information, it's scary giving birth. I don't even know how you did it twice. You did it twice,
intentionally.
The second one was intentional. Like you said, I'm gonna go down this.
Yeah.
It's something that I have been thinking about, but I'm not sure. I'm still 50-50. I'm still going through therapy. I want to make sure I'm a better person before I bring somebody into this world. Of course, people usually say ati Mungu akileta mtoto analeta na sahani. Sometimes he does not bring the sahani, babes. So
sometimes it doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't happen that way. So, but at least I just want to make sure I do have something substantial in case I decide to have the child. Of course, I don't want all the money in the world. I just want to make sure I'm secure to provide for my child.
But also remember, I got you and I was not secure or anything.
Exactly. And I don't think
so it's really, there's no straight answer to this.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm ready. But you see, I know also for you, Mom, when you got me, you did want to provide for me the best. And I know you were not able to do that at the time. I don't want to go through what you went through as well. I also don't think you want me to go through what you went through as well. So I want to make sure at least I have many options.
You can take care of yourself and the child.
Yeah.
Not just you, even yourself.
Yeah, so mentally, I'm still sorting myself out, and financially, I am getting there. So maybe it is a viable thing for me in the future, but not now. Maybe you can ask me next year. But I know time is running out. Even my best friend, Debbie, we were talking about the way.
Time is not running out.
Are we going to be those, we are going to visit our children being old? Because us, we had the privilege of having young mothers, we're the cool girls. Our mothers are coming, they're looking fine, they're looking good. Lakini sisi tutakuwa mashosho, going to see our children. But as long as they're comfortable, I don't care.
I have a doctor friend in Kenyatta who tells me, the rate at which women are now having children, the ones who took long to have children, most of them are my age mates. But recently, there's a woman who got a child at 52. That's the first one, and 52. She's very happy.
Wow.
It's like Naomi Campbell. She's gotten a child at what?
Yeah, that's
and she's happy. She doesn't care what anybody thinks, because she's in a beautiful state of mind. She's ready for she's ready, and she doesn't look 52. She's taken care of herself. Because there's some people who are 30 and they look 50. So it's
not they look 50s.
Yes,
wow.
You know that, Kate. Kate, you know that.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Mom, and was there a moment where you felt like you regretted? Because I know, like we already told people, I came as a surprise. It wasn't planned, and you were so young. Was there a point where you like regretted?
I never had time to regret, because you're here. We have to work with this. What I felt at some point was sadness, because I will leave you with my mom or a friend, and I know you will not, later on learning that as much as you're friends with this person, as much as family, you can never give your child another parent. So the treatment will never be the same. I know once you have a child, once Ryan has a child, probably I'll take better care of them than the two of you. First of all, let's start there.
Congratulations.
And then these children, we have the hottest shosho in town who loves them. First of all, forget just loving, just hottest and all that. Loving and caring for them as my children. And there are people who have that. I wish I had the same. Like, if I took you and Ryan to my mom or someone else, I know, like, they're happier than even when I'm with them. I'd love that, and I'd love to provide that for my grandchildren. Where were we?
Yeah, I was asking if you regretted, mom.
For me it was sadness, thinking. No, later on when I learned things that used to happen that I did not even know about. The other day you spoke about being taken. Was it Kilifi or somewhere?
Mariakani.
Do you know I didn't sleep that night?
You didn't sleep?
No. And it's at this age and it's at this time. Like, there are things that happen to you that I didn't know, but it's because I'd left you with someone who I thought was responsible and trusted. So what I'm saying is, your parent should be your best.
Yeah, there's no one who's going to be like your parent, unfortunately. Only your parent can give you the
and
best.
Should give you.
Yeah, and should give you.
But sometimes it doesn't happen. You get better love from other people than your parent.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Like, it's very complicated.
My conclusion to this is live and let live respectfully.
We respect each other and each other's decision.
Yeah.
Social media is available for everyone. If somebody who's child-free wants to speak, let them speak.
Let them.
As a mother, you also have you can create your own platform and speak of the joys and the happiness that children bring you. But that doesn't mean that somebody else cannot do it. I think let's be more educated as women on our options, and also as mothers, let's do a better job. Let's take care of our children. Other than the basic needs, there's so much more that you need to provide. And let's just focus on that. Let's focus on our families, of course.
Yeah.
So that's it from us, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening in. As usual, you can find us on perspective.mdc or Perspective MDC on any podcast platform, or here on YouTube or on Instagram. We welcome all your comments, all your stories. We really appreciate the engagement that we have. Also, don't forget to subscribe or follow us, whichever option you're having on the platform you're using. And we will see you guys on the next video. We do have our separate social media platforms, just in case you want to reach out to us separately. For mom, it's
Judy_W_Njogu.
And for me, it's Kate Candy everywhere.
Kate Candy
everywhere. Yeah, that's it from us, guys. Goodbye.
Bye.